everybody, it's Christine. Time for a scrapbook process video, and I'm going to use my counterfeit kit because I'm determined to use more of it this month than I did last month, because last month was a poor representation of using that kit. So I've got this photo here. It's me and my daughter. Actually, it's our shadows. I took this in 2016, you guys, and I don't know, I can almost tell, she's got her hair pulled back. There's my hair up in a ponytail. I mean, I can kind of tell those things. I guess I thought it was kind of neat because she's so much taller than me, because she was definitely standing next to me. But I think it's kind of fun because in my kit here, I have this thickers and it says sunny days. And, when the sun's coming down, you get a shadow. So I'm kind of imagining that. Now, that being said, this is the inspiration piece I've got, which is on Pinterest. It was by Nikki Rowland. She's a Cocoa Vanilla, or she was, I don't know if she still is, Cocoa Vanilla Studio design team member, because it's from an article from Being Scrappy in 2023. So I came across it, and what I loved about it is she's fussy cut around this paper and created like a little, I don't know what you call this, but she went around the little images. And I thought that was kind of neat. And then she's got the, the photos over here and stuff like that. Now, her title's way smaller, but that's okay. I'm not worried about that. What inspired me mostly was the pattern being cut, because I'm going to take this blue floral here, and I was kind of looking at, I can kind of come around and cut here and cut this out. And I think I'm going to lay it on top of this 49 and Market. This is a little bit of an unconventional combination here. She has a white cardstock, but I don't want to do that because I have white paper. I mean, pattern paper. This cat is leaving here, y'all. So that's my goal. I'm going to cut it and put it on top of this. And then we'll see what happens with the photo in the way of matting and all that. Now, she has like a frame and stuff. I need to get in here. I don't think I pulled out any frames, but I'm sure I can find something to work with. So maybe that pocket, we'll see. So let me do my fussy cutting, because that's going to take me a minute, and I'll be back on. See you in a second.
Okay, you guys, so I have fussy cut a big chunk out of that paper around the florals, and I'm putting foam on the backside because it looked to me on hers like she had that piece raised up, so that's what I'm going to do. The other thing I meant to mention, I actually started to do this layout, and I was going to put it on a particular day of the week. I forget, early part of the first week of April here. But then I've realized that I'm actually doing an ordinary moment, right? Because we're just walking down the sidewalk and it's a shadow. And that is actually my challenge for our counterfeit kit this month. So I'm going to go ahead and just move this out a day mentally to the 12th. And I'm going to post it on the blog and everything. So I'm going to have to do another layout, you guys, before this one even comes up. So I haven't made it yet. So we'll see what happens. So anyways, that's going to be well, now I'm just rambling. But anyways, so I'm mounting my photo on the back side of that floral paper. Now, I'm going to actually tell you, I think this layout turns out kind of cool, but there's a couple things, well, really mostly one thing that I kind of booger up, and it kind of hurts my feelings just a little bit. But on the other hand, it has to do with mixed media, and so maybe that's okay. I'm also a little aggravated with this cutter, you guys. So I got this. This is the Tim Holtz. It's the precision cutter. And I was actually asked at Expo, how do I like it? And I don't know the answer to that. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I love it. There's some features I do love. I think it's got a really interesting design in the sense like it has a little spring. And so your little plastic dealy, you can slide your papers underneath it without having to lift it per se. There's an interesting, I like the fact that the blade has the pointy parts on all four sides, and so you can kind of see where you're supposed to be cutting and all that. My biggest issue is the actual blade situation. So I have only had this cutter maybe 6 weeks, and I've already gone through a minimum of 2 blades. I can already see that this blade that I'm on is dull because it's not cutting sharply. And then that being said, when I did put the sharp blade in there, it cut into the plastic of the guide inside the trough, if you want to call it the trough. And so now my little trough it's damaged. And I mean, my goodness, I shouldn't be able to do something. I'm not rough with my trimmers. I really am not. I've had trimmers for years. And so I'm really disappointed. Now I've been told to message Ranger and see, if they'll replace I mean, I don't mind returning it because I'm like I said, it's kind of a love-hate. There's some things I like about it, and there's some things that just irritates me to no end. So I think we're all always searching for the perfect trimmer. And I would love to tell you that that's it, but I can't tell you that. It's the blade itself. I don't know why it's dulling so quickly. I'm going to change it out again. and just kind of make, pay attention to myself. But I mean, my goodness, I'm just cutting paper. I'm not even actually sticking stuff in there that's not paper. So, all right, that's my rant about that cutter. So what I've done so far, I pulled out the little pocket. So I showed you guys during the reveal or whatever that I had this little pocket. She had a little pocket in the inspiration kit. And so I'm going to put that back there instead of the frames. And then I also have pulled out this little foam piece that says treasure every moment together. Now that little guy is what causes me a little bit of heartburn later. But I'll get to that. So here's my stickers title. I'm really liking this. I think this is really cute because, again, I got the shadows and it's got sunny days. I did peel the backing from the letters, but I still kind of managed to bend the U or something. But it's not bad. It looks okay. And then I'm going to pull out these little burlap butterflies. And I think these are kind of cool because they're a neutral on top of this really bright paper. And I like the little pieces of lace on it and everything. So I think it's a nice little foil to this bright paper because I'm going to put it on top. Because the original inspiration piece, she had fussy cut the butterflies from the paper and then kind of put them on top of the paper. But I didn't really want to cut more florals. I just didn't feel like it, you guys. I just didn't. So I took these little butterflies and I'm going to put these around. But then this is where I've decided, before I do all that, I need to put mixed media because I noticed that she had some sprinkles. And this is where I am struggling with these pencils. I can flick little tiny fine drops just fine, and that looks really cute. But what I really want is a little bigger splat. So I take this water and I'm like, okay, I'm going to add a little extras and it'll make big splats. But they're just like ginormous splats. So I need to figure out how to get a splat in between. It's like I have the three bears going on here. I've got tiny little splats and I've got ginormous Papa Bear splats and I want some Mama Bear splats. So I end up with these kind of bigger splats here. And I think it's just practice if I'm honest, because I'm getting close, right? I can see that I've kind of got it figured out, but not 100%. So I'm getting there. What ends up happening though is I forget to glue down the darn foam piece that says the treasure every moment. It's got the backing kind of on it it's actually kind of torn and I needed to pull it off and I forgot to pull it off. And so I glue everything down. And when I realize I've messed up and I need to pull it off and I set it back down, I set it right on that bottom splat, you guys, because those splats do take a little longer to dry, obviously, because they're bigger, and made me a little sad. So that's okay though. It's mixed media. I move a puffy sticker and I kind of fix things. But anyway, so I'm going to glue my little picture down here. I'm looking through these little puffies here too. Oh, I need the wordy bits. I'm going to get that off of my puffy sticker sheet in just a second too. But first I'm going to put these little butterflies down here. And these were Jolie's. And one of them, as I was pulling it off, they must be old, if I'm honest. They were like $2 at a booth, which tells you that's, been in their inventory for a while. And one little butterfly's burlaps comes off, so I have to glue that back on, but I don't do that on camera. I'm trying to build myself a little diagonal, I guess, with the butterflies and stuff like that. I'm not going to tell you that's kind of what she had done on her originals. Hers looked more, I don't know, it's kind of focused more around the photo, I guess. I kind of added that bigger butterfly in the upper right because I didn't have the fussy cut items like she did. So it creates a little more of a diagonal, but I still think it looks really pretty. I'm not unhappy with it. So I've got those butterflies. There's some tiny ones too, which is great. And I added those. And then I'm adding these little baby wordy bits here. One says, spread your wings and fly. One says, you are delightful. Now, happiness, I'm going to pull off of here. It's black and white, and I start to put it on the photo. And actually, I leave it on there for quite some time. But I'm going to move that above the little coral colored you are delightful before I take the picture. So you'll see that. I almost used that piece that had like the spend time together or something, but it had that yellow on it, and I didn't care for that yellow with this color palette. It's just not in there, not on this page anyways. And I go, no, you're not going to work. And then I have these little chipboard flares, and I use 3 of these. I start to move them around. I struggle with one of them. I think I move it, and I finally find a home for it. This one here, I think, is the one I'm thinking of. I think that's going to end up down in the lower part of that Treasure Every Moment foam piece. And that's why I still can't believe I forgot to glue that thing down. Look, I'm messing with it. I think I still have 2 left, actually. So that's going to go down there. I think I'll pull the puffy stickers out next. I'm going to glue these down with some Nuvo glue here with my little glue gun. I hope I cut away. I have to put my little pin. I've lost that lid, you guys. This comes with a lid with a pin in the middle that you're supposed to cover your glue. And I have looked everywhere. And I know I didn't throw it away, which means I put it somewhere so I wouldn't forget where I put it. Y'all ever do that where you put something, you go, oh, I'm going to put this here, keep it safe? and then you can't remember where you put it later. And that's exactly what I have done. And I don't know. I looked in my liquid glue drawer. Actually, I need to also do an organization video, you guys. I've had a couple of people ask me for a video on how I keep my things organized. I've done a craft room tour once or twice, but it's been a little while. And I don't know that I really got into like how I organize. It's more like, oh, here's my shelves, or here's this, or here's that. So I may need to get into that. I'm going to try to organize my tripod and stuff and do like a little organization video. I have a good sized craft room, but I wouldn't suggest to you that it's like studio per se. It's not ginormous. It's a good size though. And so I can set something up. I told my daughter, I said, well, I guess I need to do me a little organizational video. I will tell you my general philosophy is color. Like I do a Roy G. Biv on so much stuff, not so much in the theme, but then I also do kind of organize by designer. So anyway, there's the layout, you guys. I stuck on my little puffy stickers down there while I rambled, so you can kind of see that. And I do handwrite the date underneath that little foam sticker. I don't really write anything else because honestly, I don't know what we were doing. It was just an ordinary moment, which is our challenge. So if you go check out the blog today, you'll see pictures of mine and a couple other designers or master forgers where we've just taken an ordinary moment and created a layout with it. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you have a lovely day, and we will talk soon. Bye.